This exercise here is a PAILs and rails for knee flexion. If you're someone who finds they're quad dominant, you stand with your pelvis tilted like this, you have weak hamstring, relatively weak knees, you are going to really benefit from this exercise, but you're also going to cramp a lot. So let's get into it. First thing that we're doing is, before any PAILs and rails, we're sitting in a 2-minute passive stretch. So we get set up in a couch stretch. I like to use a Swiss ball. You could use a couch if you wanted to. But the point is, get yourself elevated so you feel a nice big stretch in the front of the thigh. So for some of you, this is going to be extremely intense. So what I recommend is tipping forward. Okay, I use the dowels. I took 2 broomsticks and just took the heads off. So this is how we're going to create a radiation. And if you've got a really, really tight stretch and you can't even sit here because it's too much, either lower your foot onto a lower yoga block or a lower couch, or just kind of tip forward a little like this. That'll take some stretch off. The more upright you get, closer to that heel with your bum, the more stretch you're going to feel. So that's number 1. Number 2 is making sure that we have the pelvis tucked under. Okay, that is going, you'll know if you did it right because the stretch will increase regardless of who you are, just due to the insertion points. We sit here for 2 minutes. In the 2-minute hold, we're breathing. If your breaths don't sound like this, if you're unable to do this because the stretch is too much or it hurts, you need to regress because we need to be able to relax here. Okay? So let's fast forward. We're at our 2 minutes. Make sure you wait 2 minutes. It is extremely important. It'll make or break the exercise. So fast forward. We got 2 minutes here. Now what we're going to do is have a PAILs contraction. Our PAILs comes from everywhere. We're driving the dowels into the ground, so I'm flexing my lat muscles, okay, under here. I'm really pushing hard into the ground. I'm going to start ramping up my intensity by pushing the dowels into the floor and pushing my foot into the ball. Making sure the rib position doesn't change, the hips don't flare out, everything stays the same, and we do 10%, 20%, 30% intensity. Everything's ramping up. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% as intense as you can get. You should be shaking. Put intensity everywhere. Squeeze the dowels tight. Push them into the floor. If you can squeeze your big toes on the front, whatever you can do, use your breath to get intensity. I want you to do it. Once you held that for 10 seconds, keep pressing everything into the floor. You're going to take a big breath in and lift that foot up off the ball. Do not change the hip position. The foot is lifted off the ball. My hamstring and my glute are contracting as hard as I possibly can. You're going to hold for 10 to 15 seconds. It's going to cramp. You're going to get out. You're going to shake it off, or you're going to fight through it. You're holding the front foot sliding back towards the other one, and relax. That is 1 full round of PAILs and rails. We have a 2-minute stretch, a 10-second ramp up, getting to 100% intensity. We hold that for 10 seconds, and then we rails. We try and lift our foot up off the ball, increase the intensity through the hamstring. It's cramp city, I know, but it will make your knees stronger and really, really improve the health of your hip, your hamstring, and your knee. Enjoy the exercise, and if you cramp, please send me an email and let me know. I love watching people get up and walk away from this one. Have a good day. See you next time.